Hello, decision makers. This is Tuesday, February 2nd, and 2021. This is the Fall of the Mountain King, Isaiah 14. And this is Sabbath.school/lesson book. It's lesson 6. So the first question is, how could Isaiah 14:12-14 apply to a king of Babylon? And I got the assumption a king is in a heavenly state, and fell from there may suggest a king. Perhaps Babylon was once known to lay nations low via the king leading, and perhaps Mount Zaphon is near Babylon. So that's what I got for that. And then compare Isaiah 14:13-14 with Matthew 11:29, John 13:5, and Philippians 2:5-8. What does this contrast tell us about the character of God as opposed to the character of Satan? What does this contrast tell us about how the Lord views pride, arrogance, and the desire for self-supremacy? I thought about that self-supremacy word. I was like, that's a lot stronger than independence. Self-supremacy is along the lines of authoritarian, I'm thinking. Like, self-supremacy is like a whole other level of stuff. So my answer is what does this contrast tell us about the character of God as opposed to the character of Satan? I put the first part of it, when it says compare, my comparison is they are all doing a version of what a person believes doing better is. That's the nice way to look at it, is they're all like, well, this is what I think is right. Oh, I'm going to go through. But it's like, they're not all great. So anyway, back to the question, what does this contrast tell us about the character of God as opposed to the character of Satan? God is inclusive, Satan is tyrannical. That was in Philippians 5:8, where I was perceiving him as inclusive because he was walking as one of us type of thing. Like, he was being purposeful. He was getting out there to be a help. And also another part of it was, I think, which one was it? 11:29. Yeah, well, this one here, this Matthew 11:25. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. And so from that, to me, take my yoke is like get strength from me, like, and learn. So, like, build up a wisdom knowledge base, and then learn from him, because he's gentle and humble in heart. So basically, learn how to be relaxing from him, and you will be relaxed. That's kind of how it sounded to me anyway, was the part where it says, and you will find rest with your souls. So there's yourself, your soul, your mind, your thoughts, your love. And if you want to find rest, then think of Jesus. Learn from him, the mistakes, or what are perceived as mistakes from around him, right? And so, and learn. So, like, get strength. Like, I guess the idea is something like, when you're woodworking, don't stop at a birdhouse, that kind of thing. Like, increase the distance, the length of knowledge to know, that kind of thing. That type of thing. So, yeah. What does this contrast tell us about how the Lord views pride, arrogance, and the desire for self-supremacy? That's where we were. So I put, be humble, share values, learn what you can, and be purposeful. So that was my interpretation of that was just to well, just the part where he says in Philippians 2:5-8, like, in your relationship